How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue working on the 2018 Ram 2500, and in the previous episode we got the damaged cab off, and it would be really awesome if we could get the donor cab on and possibly start the truck in this episode. So before we do get rid of this cab, I am going to go ahead and cut this rear glass out, and that's because the other cab does have an electronic window, and since we are using the 2018 harness, I'm going to go ahead and swap it to the single glass. And then I also got to cut the hole for the 4x4 shifter. We're gonna go ahead and cut it out, and then all we have to do is weld that bracket on right over there, and we should be good to go. All right, boys, so the 4x4 lever is mocked up. It's welded and bolted on just like OEM. And then I also went ahead and undercoated the rockers. So we got the frame all cleaned up. Check this out, guys. This sucker's looking brand new. We got the cab on the lift. So let's go ahead and turn this frame around and start lining it up. More. Check this out, guys. So we got the frame lined up with the cab. It looks like 3 of the 4 arms on the lift are going to clear all the way down, but this left front one right over here, we are just going to build up a little post and use a jack and lower everything down simultaneously. For now, it looks like we're good to go. Let's go ahead and start mocking this cab up. What's up, guys? Next day here, and last night we got the cab bolted down. This morning we hit it really hard and got everything rerouted underneath the dash. We got the steering connected as well as the brake booster. Check that out. We are still missing a handful of plugs inside the engine bay, and that's because we're missing our radiator and fan assembly. We're not really worried about that right now. Let's go ahead and jump inside the interior, get this dashboard installed, and hopefully we can start this beast up. All right, guys, so now we're gonna jump on the doors. This driver rear does have some damage right up here. That's something that we could take care of. This driver front is in excellent condition, and I already got new ones for that right side. So let's go ahead and get started and start stripping these down. All right, guys, so I got the outer door panel off. I went ahead and reconnected my switch right here. It just pops out of that door panel right there, so I can adjust the window without the door panel in my way. There's also this little access opening right here, which reveals the 2 clips for the window. And then you have to pull your speaker out, and you got the same 2 clips on this side. And check this out, we got some aftermarket speakers all around. I can't wait to get my radio in to hear what those sound like. That's the only way you could remove the inner panel. So when you pop those 2 clips, you should be able to just pull this window up, lean it forward towards the hinges, and that should slide out. And instead of disconnecting all these cables like I did, you could just pop this little the 3 bolts on the locking mechanism and just pull that out in one assembly. What's going on, guys? We are back on the truck. It's been a week or so since that last clip, and that's because for the longest time, I couldn't get the truck started. I probably had to pull that dash out 6 more times to recheck all my connectors and grounds, but we finally got the issue pinned down. Thanks for everyone who checked up on me. I hope you and your families are staying safe and healthy during these times. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick cold start. Instagram did hear it first, so be sure to follow me there for a sneak peek before YouTube. For now, enjoy the cold start. So before we get the seats installed in the truck, I do want to quickly explain what was going on with the truck, just in case one of you watching is going to have the same trouble codes that I was getting. This is the Autel MS906TS scanner that I bought, and it's got a lot of cool features. It's got the TPMS programming right up here, and then it can also program your key. Here's some of the vehicles that it could read. We got your Lamborghini right over there, and a bunch of other cars that we're not going to use. Check that out, a Samsung. I didn't even know those existed. But before I show you guys what codes we got for the RAM, I did have to repair the DLC connector right over here, which is called the OBD port, whatever you want to call it. But if you look right here on this wiring schematic, you could see that pin number 14 and number 6 is the CAN bus high and low, and we're getting voltage there. But what happened was our pins in here, they were kind of loose, and the way I checked them is I got this little male end right here off another connector, and I just kind of checked each one, and some of those were loose. Once we got those repaired, all I did was splice some new ones in off another connector, and we were able to get communication between that and our scanner. And let me show you the codes that we got. This is just a PDF file because I've already cleared them. But if we start right here at the top, main code that we were getting was the lost communication between the ECM and PCM. And then we're also losing communication between the ABS brakes and a bunch of other modules. But some of the modules were reading, like the SRS modules and whatnot. But anyways, what it was is if you look at the CAN bus system on the driver's side, this is the CAN bus network, and you got your transceiver right over here, and then you got your receiver on the passenger side. And pretty much when I tested continuity on these wires right over here, let me show you guys where our problem was. So all these modules right here were reading, but once we get to this area right over here, so if you look right here on the star C connector, you got your CAN bus plus, which is the solid white with the green stripe. And then you got your solid white with the blue stripe, which is the negative. And then this is where we're having an issue, which it leads to the TCM module, which is the transmission module, and your ABS brakes. And then it goes right up here to the PCM. Once we were able to pin down this one wire, all I had to do was check continuity from this transceiver to the receiver, and it was shorted. And I just had to recheck each connector, and one of the pins were pulled out. So pretty much everything on the cluster worked except for the gear indicator lights. None of those would light up. And when you press the brake and try to get it into a different gear, it would not do it. You would have to bypass it. Well, I already got this cover on, but anyways, there's a little switch in here and you could bypass it with that. But I'm super excited to get all this taken care of and get the truck fired up. If any of you guys do need this wiring harness, hit me up in the email. I've even got a printed copy right over here. I'll send it out to you. But for now, let's go ahead and jump on those seats and get them installed. So we got the driver in the rear seat installed for now. This will make it a little bit more comfortable moving the truck around. But I am gonna have to pull these back out because both the driver and the passenger seat airbags were deployed. Let me know what you guys think about this work grade interior. If I should go ahead and get this stitched up and repaired, or just upgrade to some aftermarket leather and change the color of the interior. Let me know down in the comments. We did get the seat airbags sourced out from LKQ. I couldn't find any at the local junkyard, so check those guys out. Anyways, we got the inside of the doors gutted and sanded. Now let's go ahead and bust out the DA, take care of all the body work, and get these suckers ready for some base coat. All right, guys, that's a wrap for this episode. Again, sorry for the delay in this video. I just really wanted to focus on the truck and get it started. But we did also get the RX-7 back in the garage. There will be a video on that here soon. With all this said, thanks guys for all the love and support. If you are new on the channel, hit that like bell and sub button to support the channel. Follow us on Instagram at DannyTV. The link is in the description. Let me know your suggestions down in the comments. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm out. I'll catch you in the next one.